It's really smoky at the moment due to the bushfires in our area. There's one which is probably about 2 or 3 kilometres away, and another one which is still fairly close, is about 15 kilometres away, and not really good at the moment. And it looks like it's covering a lot of the whole state of New South Wales. I'll show you what I've got done so far. As you can see here, it's white, which is fantastic, and also along the front of the house, which is quite a long area, we've got all of this done here, we've got the cladding done over here, and it's looking really good. So next we're going to be moving on to the eastern side, lower floor area. We've got these back walls here to do. So this is the 2 of the bedrooms and Louise's painting studio, and in our deck area leading off from our kitchen and house, basically we're going to do these walls here. It's much clearer today, not as much smoke, so at least we'll breathe a bit easier. Anyway, what we did yesterday, we got a coat of sealer on all the walls. I've put in all of the plastic, so you can see we've sealed all these walls. I've masked up around the windows. So today it's on to painting. Well, we've reached a really big milestone. We've finished all the brickwork. It's all painted and it looks magnificent. I'm really enjoying just looking at it. It's really changed the whole look of the house, and we absolutely love it. This was the last bit of the house that needed painting, and let me show you around what we've done. So the walls are done. I've had the lights installed, the new lights. I'll actually take a little bit of video when it's a bit darker so we can see them lit up. They look really good. They're a up and down light. They cast a really nice flare against the brickwork. So walls done, lights in. There's just a couple of little things to do, like I've got some external speakers up there that need to be reinstalled. Anyway, more of the house. I've painted up the meter box. Yes, and that's the telecom pipes, which is the phone lines, and the ducting there for the air conditioning. Front of the house, lights on, cladding painted, and the colour, the blending in looks magnificent. And the other part of the front wall, it's looking really good. Feels like I'm on holidays. Oh wait, I am on holidays, but that's giving me more time to finish the house. Let me show you what I'm going to do and a bit of what I've done already. So here is the back area of the house above the decking, or the deck roof, which has just been painted up all these eaves. We've painted up the gable ends that aren't really visible from anywhere, and this now all blends in beautifully, except for, of course, the timber, which is going to be painted over. And here's the back first part of the outside of the house that we can see from the ground. I'm going to do this cladding, so all this cladding up here and here, including the eaves, all needs a fresh coat of paint to match the colour of the house we're doing. So what I've done already is I've sealed up all of these gaps. So this has all, this here has all fresh, nice sealant, and that's a nice poly sealant, which is highly flexible and really sticky as, and it'll really seal up those gaps between the what was between the cladding and the mouldings. Cleaned up all these edges and gaps, fill them all in. So now once I start painting the cladding, it's going to be fantastic. Hi guys, it's been a few months since I've worked on the house, actually quite a few months now, and basically because it was summertime, it was quite hot and I just didn't feel like doing any work outside aside from doing the mowing, gardening, maintenance, upkeep, that sort of stuff. But now I'm back into it. I've done quite a bit on the fascias that were being cleaned up last year. So you remember the fascias were timber, they'd been stained, but the ends of them were a little bit rot damaged, so I've repaired those and now painted them all. So I've painted all the fascias a nice light grey colour, which is just a slight bit darker than the wall paint, and also just tidied up all the eaves underneath, so all the eaves finished, fascias are finished, and now I'm just about to start on the windows. Let me give you a close look at one of the worst affected windows. As you can see, I've started peeling some paint off already and it comes off quite easily. So we'll be painting these up, making them nice and fresh again. I'll have to go in and seal up these little edges as well, and then we're going to carry through the paint from this edge over the top of that mould, and that will tie it in with the waterproof base paint, which is the area where they most leak from, is in here. Well, I've prepared the windows, given them a coat of primer, and it looks totally different now. Just have a look at them side by side and compared to the old timber. Now let's have a closer look and show you what I had to do. So they've been undercoated with a sealer, but there was a little bit of damage, so I had to cut out the damage and replace it with some nice fresh timber there and there. And also there. Now wait, there's more. What can you see behind me? Well, painted doors and painted windows. So doors are done. Look at that. Doors, windows, and actually lots of windows. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a whole lot more. So windows are completely painted. Anything left to do is put on the screens, which I've been preparing, and I'm going to put them on today. So we've painted the front door. Louise wanted a new front door, and admittedly so do I, and we will get one day, but now that it's painted, it's quite acceptable for the short term, so we'll leave that for a little while until we get some more work done inside, and I think then we're going to replace the doors. Oh, and what do you see here? Look, here, 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 screens. So screens have been painted, and they are blue, grey, not blue, keep calling them blue because they look blue. They're grey on one side and they're just brown on the inside, because the inside is going to be visible from the inside and the outside will be visible clearly from the outside, so that they don't look blue from the inside when you look out the windows. So that's them, just about ready to go on. They were just a bit sticky to touch, so I've been sitting them here drying, and this is the last couple that just need a little bit of mesh put on them, and to be painted with the brown here. Oh, and look, more screens. I need to give you a little bit of a close-up of the windows, because what I did, and the reason mainly we painted them not only for looks was for practicality, because they used to leak a little bit, is we've painted the windows now, and you can see here this is window, it's painted. This here is timber trim, which bridges the gap between the frame and the brickwork, and this is the brick reveal and the steel lintel above. So that is now been 100% sealed. The join in here is sealed with an acrylic sealer. This edge here is sealed with an acrylic sealer. This is waterproof, and this is paint, so it's waterproofed up to that edge, so no water will get in. And as testament to that, you can see it's raining, and it's been raining now on and off for about a month, and not a single drop has come in any of our windows, which is fantastic. Feels like I'm on holidays. Oh wait, I am on holidays, and that gives me more time to finish the house. Well, I finished these two dormers.